Hello peeps. Happy Saturday. It's Saturday morning. Like, it's literally my favorite. Let me know, what's your favorite day of the week? I feel like Saturdays are my favorite day. So anyway, this is J9 coming at you, favorite holistic Jersey girl. I don't see anyone on. That's why I like to wait a second, because it takes like so much time to load everything up, and there's comments and all this weird stuff going on. But anyway, if you're catching a live, say, hey, let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're catching the replay, #tag a replay. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You know, I'm coming in from Jersey. This mug is legit. Take a look at this mug. It is like, this is like heavy. It is legit like a really good, valuable mug. It's from Upgraded Human. I went to this mastermind 2 weeks ago, and it was the best mastermind I've ever been to. Sean Whalen was there. I don't know if you know Lions Not Cheap. If you've heard of that brand, it is amazing. If you haven't, check it out. It's LNS is the abbreviation, or you could just look up Sean Whalen. He's very truth, freedom focused. He tells you what's on his mind. He's building a business, you know, locally, supporting people. It's a really nice company. Jessie Lee was there. She's my mentor in business. And Tommy Vext was there. He told his story, and I was like at the edge of my seat. I don't know if you've ever heard of these people, let me know. Drop the names in the chat. I'm curious if you've ever seen them or if you know of them. Steve Kuklo was the one that put it together. He's a bodybuilder. And I learned so much about discipline your mind and making a decision. And so one of the things I want to talk to you about, I'm starting back in Pilates today. So I do a Pilates reformer, and it's good. I love the Pilates mat classes. Let me know if you've done Pilates, or what's your exercise of choice? This woman, Megan, that I work with, she is a fitness coach. She's a nutritionist or health coach. I don't know what her official name is. And she has like a program that I was going to plug into, because I think it's brilliant. It's a clean keto, or eating clean 80% of the time. And then you go for a walk. It's like a certain amount of steps, or maybe 30-minute walk for mental health, not for exercise, not for anything else, but mental health. And I think that's really smart. And then it's 15 minutes of weights in the morning. At 6:30 in the morning, we wake up together and we do 15 minutes of weights. I think that's really, from the toilet. That's what a lot of people, hey, listen, you're not alone. I've been there. I have been, known to scroll from the toilet. It happens. So, anyway, I just learned a lot about discipline. I was talking to this woman this week because I'm going to go for my walk after this. And I'm like, that's not my exercise. Like, I still have to do exercise. So I signed up for Pilates Reformer. It's on a machine. But I would love to know your exercise of choice. Like, what do you love to do? Is it Zumba? Is it weightlifting? Is it running? Orange Theory? Like, what is your favorite thing to do? Just for ideas. I mean, even dancing. I mean, as long as you get your steps in and you're moving your body, I say it counts. That's just me. Hey, Janet. So anyway, that's the little program that she's offering. I think it's a great idea, to be quite honest. I mean, she also is with the company I'm with Prove It. So she sells ketones too. Her mom started drinking ketones. She was in a wheelchair, couldn't move, couldn't do movement. And I don't know how much weight she lost just by, eating cleaner and drinking the ketones. She couldn't exercise. And I always thought that. I mean, listen, I'm pro exercise. I'm not dogging on it, but if I've ever just tried to exercise, it didn't work. You had to have the nutrition with it. You had to have a way to like burn fat other than just exercising. It didn't work for me, and I know a lot of others it didn't work for. So one of the things is like you have to get a certain amount of water in. And it's not that I'm struggling with water, but it's not my favorite. I don't drink soda. I literally just drink ketones, coffee, and water. So I wanted to show you what I got because I thought it was really cool. I went to the local farm, and they have fresh picked strawberries. I always do local farms, local stores. I don't do any big stores, no Targets, no Walmarts, none of that crap. I don't do any of that because local is what we need more. So they had strawberries, and they were like kind of going bad, like they were softs. And I'm like, infuse those bad boys. So that's what I did. I bought this a while ago. See, like the inside here, you can put whatever you want, like cucumbers, strawberries, and you just fill it up. And it kind of it's like that hint water. I don't know if you know that water hint. Check it out. It's like a subtle flavor. And I use electrolytes. I use flavored electrolytes, and they have no sugar in them. It has minerals, potassium, sodium, and what was the other? Magnesium. It has vitamins in here too. And they have 3 different flavors. It's lime, lemon, and orange. And so in order to get in like a massive amount of water, I've got to be creative. Like I use straws and all this kind of stuff. So if you are good about your water intake, let me know what you do. What's your trick? What do you do? I'm also trying, like, there's seltzers and things that trying to get into. So anyway, yeah, starting back in Pilates. Would love to know what you're doing for exercise. And what I'm also going to be start doing, I don't know which Sunday I'm going to be starting, but if you are local to New Jersey, I'm going to be hosting meditation Sundays in Freehold, New Jersey. So that's Monmouth County. If you're in that area, drop New Jersey. Oh, herbal essence like tea bags, but much more subtle. Yeah. Yeah, it's just something, it gets like real, I mean, the plain water, I literally I can't do it. It's so boring. So thank you for that tip. Herbal essence water. Pork roll sandwiches. That's definitely not my clean keto. I used to bowl when I was little, and every Saturday we would be, obviously in the bowling alley, and they'd have this little cafe, and I used to get pork roll, egg, and cheese. Thinking about it now, I'm like, Lord, that's a heart attack. But it was good at the time, so I'm just saying. So I also wanted to share, I have a podcast, so if you have not gotten a hold of it yet, just drop podcast. I'll send you the link. I share it every Monday. I have an episode drop every Monday. And I talk about homeopathic medicines, holistic, just ways that you can address things a more natural way. So I've done one on how to address headaches without like Tylenol, Advil. I've done one on hair loss, what you can do, tools you could use, supplements you could take, just all kinds of things you could do. I've done one's coming up about 17 ways to be more natural. And then I'm gonna be also uploading the smoke inhalation, anxiety, like what we went through this week, which was, in my opinion, very traumatic. I'm sure most people on here understand that's not about a fire. And if you don't understand that it's not just about just a fire, I suggest you research very quickly. And what bothered me was like how fast something can change. I was suntanning in my backyard, just laying out in the chair in the sun, and all of us it's fine. I went to the store and I felt like this weird rain. It wasn't really rain, it was like drops. It was very bizarre. I go into the store, come out, and the sky's gone. I'm like, what the F just happened? And I'm like, what? So they said there was a fire in New Jersey. No, I don't believe that. I mean, yes, there was, but not to do what happened to the sky in that quickness. It's not possible. Like, this was intentional, and it's to push climate change and for whatever else they're hiding. Just be careful is my point. And not be careful. I'm not saying to be careful. I believe in God. I believe in faith. It's not about being careful. I mean, what are we going to do anyway, right? Like, what are we going to do about planes dropping chemicals from the sky? What are we going to do? Nothing. But I went over homeopathic medicines to help with different things. So if you have fear about what's going on, if you're anxious, there's ways that you can take things proactively, and then ways that you can take medicine for treatment. So anyway, my point of saying that is I have a podcast dropping talking about what different homeopathic medicines you can take. If you have smoke inhalation, if you have lung issues, chest issues, headaches. So if you want that, just drop podcast and I'll send you a link to that. That's going to be a really good episode. I have to write down what I'm doing because I have ADHD, and I'm not diagnosed. I just say that because I'm just like scattered. And see what happens. You see what happens. And I have not drank my ketones yet. So I was talking about these ketones yesterday in my group, and someone who drinks ketones was like, I had no idea. It was never explained to me that way. So let me tell you. Let me entertain you. So ketones are not a supplement. It's not keto diet. Keto, it's not the keto diet. It's not the keto diet. It's a macronutrient, just like fats and proteins are. It's a macronutrient. So it's a signaling molecule. What they did was this guy, Dr. Ryan, did some testing. They did a scan of his brain at rest, and it was very busy. And I'm using layman's terms here because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. And his brain was very busy, and it shouldn't be at rest. Like, they were doing the scan on purpose. He was resting for 30 minutes. So they gave him a serving of ketones, and after the scan, they saw the brain relax, and they also saw that he was able to focus more and be more present. So there's a lot of studies in the Charlie Foundation about Alzheimer's, about ADHD, about dementia, and how this can help not cure it, but delay and keep your brain functioning as it should for a longer amount of time, which, hey, it is what it is, right? So the second test he did was they scanned his brain again, had him do something that was not stressful, but something that was cognitively intense. And they saw that he was able to do more with the ketones than without. And so the translation of this is that if you're feeling like you can't get enough done in the day, if you're struggling for energy, if you're struggling to focus, brain fog, I cannot say enough about it, especially if you don't want that high of like a Red Bull or a Monster or those drinks that have a lot of sugar in them. This doesn't have any sugar in it. It has natural alternatives, like allulose is from a fig. So they use all natural. So I wanted to highlight that, because if you're scattered, ADHD, if you're brain fog, if you're feeling like you just can't focus, you can't stay present, I know a lot of people have that. Just drop ketone and I will send you, I have a $20 off coupon. I'm really, really passionate about it. I was talking about it yesterday about, I'm relating the ketones to chakras, and we were talking about the root chakra. And I was like, sometimes when your root chakra is imbalanced, you want to kick somebody in their root chakra. So the root chakra is at the base of your bum, in case you didn't know where it was. And so you could feel irritable, you could feel off balance, and the ketones really put you in a place. It's called ketosis, and everybody who's drinking them, they're saying the same thing. They've never felt this way because it's a natural state. You feel a better version of yourself. So if you want information on that, please drop ketone and I'll send that over. I think that was all that I had to cover. Oh, so this woman, and this is the last thing, this woman I was talking to, because yesterday I had a day. I ate pizza and I ate dessert and I didn't care. Okay? I really didn't. And let me go. Sorry, I'm scrambled here because I didn't drink my ketones. Boiron is the company. It's BOIRON. Is the company that sells the homeopathic medicines. Go there. You can find all the ones that I recommended. If you have something that you want to address, let me know and I'll give you the recommendation. I'm in a study group. And use the promo code Joette. It's not me. I don't get a kickback. She doesn't get a kickback. It's not an affiliate code. It's just a discount code to save money. Okay, so I wanted to cover that. Okay, and then yesterday I was talking to this woman. She was telling me that she wants to do keto really bad. Like, she loves keto. She lost 45 pounds. She wants to do intermittent fasting, and she has gained 30 pounds back. And so I said, well, what do you want to do? Do you just want to eat more consciously? Do you want to, what's your goal? So she's like, no, I want to do keto intermittent fasting. I love it. So I said, okay. So the first thing, and I noticed this because, this happened to me yesterday. There were a couple days this week. I just ate like crap. I just did. And I know why. I didn't prepare. I didn't go food shopping. When I go food shopping with my recipes in mind and plan out my week, I am successful. You can't help it. When you plan, you work successful. This week, I just had gotten home. I was away 2 weekends back to back, and I wasn't settled. I wasn't prepared. And so I paid for it this week. And so yesterday I ate pizza and dessert, and it was good. It was good pizza and good dessert. So at least it wasn't like, oh, I feel bad. No, it was worth it. Absolutely. And I thought, so this woman said to me, I can't stick to it. And I could feel the same way. You could too, right? Like if you're eating well, like this is not a diet to me. This is the way I'm eating. I want to eat clean keto and I want to do intermittent fasting. I feel my best. I know how good it feels and I want to do that. So just because I had pizza and dessert yesterday, it doesn't mean that I broke it. It's over. I can't stick to it. No, it just means that I need to refocus onto my goals and prepare for this week better than I did last week. That's all it is. And that's why I think having accountability and having support is so important, because if you're alone, you're just like, screw it, I can't do this. But when you're with a group and you hear other stories, you're like, okay, it's not just me. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. If you're trying to do something, if you're trying to eat better, if you're trying to intermittent fast, don't give up because you have a bad meal. I shouldn't say bad meal, just not a meal that makes you feel your best. Because I don't like labeling stuff good or bad, because there's going to be holidays and birthdays and celebrations. So you're going to say, no, I can't. I'm like a robot. I can't eat anything. I can't do anything. You're going to have meals that are off. It's not like off days. It's an off moment that you can recalibrate. So that's all I have for you today. I had to take my notes. You see, it's right here on my gas bill. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. If you got some value, share this out. I'll recap a minute. If you want the information on the homeopathy medicine, hey, Paul, drop, I think I put boron. I don't know what I put to drop, but if you want homeopathic, the podcast, drop podcast. Of course, for the ketones, drop ketones. And then, I think there was something else. Oh, Sunday meditation, drop New Jersey. If you're in, Freehold, New Jersey, would love to have you on a Sunday. Thank you for tuning in. Share if you are called to. If you got some value, drop me some bells, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.